How about that Cowboys trade?
Dude, imagine
All right,
if the Eagles got him.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
it would have been
Oh,
even
that would've
better.
been-
Might be.
What
would've been
what would
amazing.
sting worse, Philly or the Packers? It'd be the Eagles.
It'd be the Eagles. It's
Oh,
not even.
easy.
Yeah, that'd be like
Not
letting
even
your
close.
star running back go to the Eagles. That'd be bad.
I don't even know if
Oh,
Micah
yeah.
Parsons would be happy, but then again, he said that he hated Detroit today. So he's like, we already had a rivalry with Dallas, so we're gonna take good care of him, Scooter. Don't you worry.
I mean,
What
everyone
if-
hates Detroit. Let's be
What
real.
if
Here's a
the
Detroit-
Cowboys actually won? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Clickbait Sports, where today we ask the question, did the Dallas Cowboys actually win the Micah Parsons
No.
trade?
No one's asking that
That's what we were-
question.
I don't think anyone's really-
coping and seeding.
You
We're
know,
past that.
Sorry.
Snap
We're
into it.
past that.
a week after this trade, it broke live on this channel. And I've had time to reflect. I've had time to speculate.
Okay.
And, initially it was bad. And it still is bad. Terrible, some might even say.
Yes.
But there could be a silver lining. Y'all see that?
Bills.
There could be a silver lining. We could hit on these 2 first-round picks in the forthcoming years.
Could be anything. Could be another Micah Parsons.
Exactly.
We could get 2 Micah Parsons for the price of 1.
They're growing on trees.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
They're easy to
there's
draft.
a ton of them in the
Oh yeah,
league.
very much so, man.
Yeah.
Anything is
They're
possible.
They just come along all the time.
By the way, that was a record-breaking clickbait we had last week.
Yes, it was.
They got like 200,000 views. Exactly. It's exactly. By the way, a big happy birthday to 5 Point Vids today.
Oh man.
Birthday.
Wow.
65
You have the
years old. Give me
Yes.
the
Same birthday as my
65
brother, man.
in
Happy birthday.
The comments, 4
Yeah.
years
My
away
back is hurting.
from 69. You only have 4 to go.
First
What-
clickbait member to qualify for a senior citizen discount.
Oh, they're roasting me. Oh, they got me. They got me. They're
Why are
making
you
fun of my
singing this?
age, everyone.
Hey, just like Russell Wilson and Tom Coughlin, proud member of the AARP. Let's go, baby.
Bonito. Nick Bonito.
I
it's
honestly
today.
don't even know the talking points for today. What?
First clickbait
We're talking about the
member-
game tonight, man.
Yeah, we gotta talk about the
Cowboys,
game.
Eagles,
Well,
kickoff.
Yeah,
We
so
don't
many
really
hot
need
takes
to
right
do
now,
that.
man.
Bonito signing a contract.
Yeah, let's
wow,
start there.
holy
Sign
crap.
players
I mean,
before you have to. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, like signing an edge rusher before he gets too expensive.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wild.
Why would you do that when you could trade him for 2 first-round picks?
And
You know,
Kenny
the
Clark. Don't
Broncos
forget about my
actually-
boy Kenny Clark.
Kenneth Clark.
Kenny
We've
Clark.
I'm
got
just
great
saying.
depth at the position. It would have made way more sense for us to pull a trade like that. But going
What
into
if this
the season,
actually made the Cowboys better? That's the question
That's-
no one
if
is
the
asking.
Cowboys somehow what do you put the probability of the Cowboys winning tonight, Scooter? Just at a percentage.
We are at it's 50-50 right now. It can go either way.
okay,
It could go
What is the
either
money
way.
line?
Oh, do we
Here's the
really
thing.
believe
Here's
that?
the thing. Here's the thing. Look at our offense. Okay. Look at who the Eagles are starting as their cornerback 2 and safety. We are going to cook them.
No, you're not.
Adoree Jackson cannot guard CeeDee Lamb or George Pickens. He's
Well,
CB2.
Well, they also have Quinyon Marshall and Mitchell.
Quinyon Mitchell.
and
Listen, he
they
might
also
Can't
be
guard
have,
CeeDee Lamb.
and also White Boy Summer.
Cooper
Really?
DeJean.
Cooper DeJean is a
Cooper
slot. He can't guard CeeDee Lamb. I'm telling you,
Uh-huh.
Cowboys are
There's no one else to guard. George Pickens is going to
8.5.
crash out.
I think
We've
we're
been over this.
8.5 under. I think we're
The
gonna.
spread.
I think we're gonna cover. We're definitely gonna cover. It's just a matter of
Yeah.
how close is this game
Yeah.
going to be.
The Eagles are also going to cover CeeDee Lamb. So that's two.
They've
The
never covered
Eagles are
CeeDee
minus-
Lamb. They didn't cover CeeDee Lamb when we didn't have George Pickens. How are they going to cover him now that when we do have George Pickens?
George Pickens takes plays off, dude. I'm going to keep telling you this, man. He takes plays off.
George
There are times
Pickens
he crashes
on the
out repeatedly.
Cowboys is not the same George Pickens.
Completely
on-
different jerseys.
Completely different jerseys. He has a relationship with CeeDee Lamb. He didn't want to live in Pittsburgh. That is understandable. He is now on America's team. He's going to get paid now.
You're shooting strays in Pittsburgh now? Really?
What's that?
Man?
I'm just saying, it's cold there. He's in warmer weather now. Things are better.
Scooter, what if Cooper DeJean gets a pick six off of Dak Prescott, runs to the camera and shouts you out because he remembers you from the combine?
Oh.
He's like, and this
I
goes
will
out to
allow it.
Scooter
I will allow it. But before we get any further, yes, the Eagles are playing the Cowboys tonight, and we will dive into that more a little bit later. But before we go any further, we need to really talk about Tom Grassi and what he is doing this Sunday, which is revolutionary.
Friday, dude. Friday.
Friday, by the way.
This Friday. It's for the NFL Sao Paulo game. Take it away, Tom. What is going on? Walk us through what's happening, because this is an iconic moment for all creators.
It's pretty crazy, man. And to be as transparent as I can be, like, the amount of things that are going on behind the scenes of trying to make this work. A huge shout out to some folks. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you. I finally got one today. The amount of work that's going on behind the scenes from like the YouTube staff is crazy, and they've been really, really great. There's a lot that's happening. This has been going on for like over a month now, but I mean, we saw it, not to throw some shade, but like the Mr. Beast NFL thing, right? I was just on the phone with YouTube. It's never one of us.
Oh, like they already have us though. They're trying to get new audiences.
Of course, and you understand, right? They're trying to bring in like the casual fan base and stuff like that. So for this, and we've been talking about this for years, to be able to actually stream alongside the game, and I'm assuming I'm never going to be able to do this again. But the fact that like we're able to now, and at least for now, and this can open the door for future games on YouTube, man, like it's special. Like it's pretty damn awesome. iShowSpeed has a few more subscribers than I do. Just a smidge.
So for those unaware, Tom will be streaming the game on Friday. Watch with me stream. You can literally go to his YouTube and watch him watch the game.
So it's basically the Manning cast, but with Grassi.
So the way that it's going to work is there's going to be like a main screen that's going to be taking up a good chunk, and that's going to be the actual game. Then there's going to be me, who's going to be on the side, and then there's the chat below that. So
nice.
Yeah, no, it's pretty awesome, man. I mean, just because I've been streaming just the football games now since 2018, and so now to be able to do it with an actual game next to me, and I don't have to worry about copyright or anything like that. It's pretty special, man. It's pretty awesome.
I just want to say one thing. There was that commercial on YouTube for Mr. Beast where he said that every NFL team gets a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And the Denver Broncos chose Bridget Monk instead, who I didn't even know.
Who is Bridget Monk?
I have no idea.
But that's what
they
I mean.
Chose her over Brandon Perna for that commercial.
Legend,
so
I know what they did wrong though, right? So they're doing Mr. Beast is drafting a YouTuber for every team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what they should have done is Mr. Beast brought in 32 football YouTubers, and then each football YouTuber with Mr. Beast went and drafted an elite level YouTuber or whatever, right? Like they're going after people with audiences of 20, 30, 40, 50 million.
Oh, not us.
So that's how they could have incorporated like actual football people. And then I would have happily drafted Bridget Moynihan and pretended like I knew Bridget Monk, and pretended like I knew what was happening with the kids on the TikToks and whatever. But that was just that was.
They're like,
it was
the
funny.
Cowboys chose someone called Dude Perfect. Like, what's that all about?
Yeah,
they make the most sense, right?
Well, Dude Perfect's been around for ages.
They've been around
make
forever,
the most sense. But when I watched that commercial, I was literally waiting to be like surprised to see like Scooter in there or Tom in there.
I thought it'd be
like
Tom.
One of you guys was in there, and
one of the hottest
you just couldn't
YouTubers
say anything until.
Right now, man.
And I think when I tweeted about it, I looked like a petty asshole but like I was surprised that one of the good guys wasn't in there. And us three up top are not the good guys. We know we're not going to be in there. That's
God,
fine.
no. I'm not even close to stressed with you.
Tom, Coleman, somebody throw one of you guys a bone to put you in. That was like my point.
But that's also why like this feels like a pretty big thing, because like, it's never us. It's not us. Like that's why whenever like we get, dude, like we go wild when we get shouted out by the NFL on like the game previews, right? It's just like, oh my God, like this is great. You know, it's a 3-second thing. But yeah, man, it's awesome. I'm super pumped to be doing it. I can't wait. I'm very happy I have a warm-up game in tonight, you know, because it's been a little bit since we streamed a full football game. So
have either of you met the guy who does the voiceovers for the NFL previews?
No,
I've not.
No.
I don't know what that man looks like, but I want to know.
He's probably in this room right now.
Yeah,
I do like it.
He has too much knowledge of football YouTubers.
I remember seeing the In a World, that guy for the first time before he passed away. I was blown away by how much he
ripped
looked,
he was.
you know, pretty much by how much he pretty much looked like how he sounded. I was like, oh yeah, that looks like a voiceover actor.
Oh no, I think they would rather I show speed. And again, like it makes a whole lot of sense. Like I'm sure that I can't imagine how many people I show speed is going to have like in that stream. It's going to be.
Oh yeah,
he'll have like 300,000 in that.
Yeah, like it's going to be wild. You know, so to actually have somebody who I'm just football. You know what I mean? And it's all about football and doing what I usually do. Yeah, it's amazing, man. I can't wait.
Scooter, have you met Speed? Have
No,
you run into him?
I have not met Speed.
No.
Or Kai.
It just kind of felt like
I think I'm faster than him.
Oh boy, Perna. No,
Absolutely.
You're
not
pretty
buddy.
fast.
You're
Brandon's
not.
actually
You're
pretty fast.
You're not.
He almost
Perna, you're
beat
not.
Noah Lyles.
Don't
What
hear
are
me
we
bragging
talking
about how
about?
fast I am all the time.
Perna,
He
I love
was
you.
side by side with
I'll back you
Noah
up for everything.
Lyles.
Not this.
All I
He
gotta
can
do is
run.
stretch those hammies. Better watch out.
Mhm.
Better.
No, it was
watch.
kind of like watching that commercial again. You know, like stand-up comics. There's like these OG stand-up comics that have been doing it forever, and then if they were to have like a stand-up comedy competition, and then seeing someone who's been doing it for 10 minutes win it. You know, like that's how watching that video felt for a little bit. I think Bridget Monk does makeup tutorials, and they chose her over you, Brandon. So you should feel bad.
Hey man, I'd choose beauty over this any day as well.
Yeah, me too.
I think
Beauty over age.
Speaking
is what
of
they say.
innovation in this space,
Of course.
NFL Network will now be showing advertisements.
You said innovation, Scooter. I think you used the wrong word there because it's not. By the way, Brandon, remember when you and I had this conversation on GPS and I was like, it's not going to get better. It's not going.
Never will.
It's not going to get better.
So for those unaware, ESPN acquired the Red Zone channel and Scott Hansen. He will be coming back doing all the games this
Scott
year.
Hansen now lives at ESPN. You can't go home anymore.
But they have announced that they will now be doing ads. It will not be commercial free anymore. Immediate reaction when you heard this news.
This is just the further shitification of the NFL. In fact, I'm gonna have a video of everything, but like I just remember when football was pure, and it's really sad that a game as pure as football can be in poopified, if I don't want to cuss on your channel there, Scooter, but the technical term, the dictionary term is shitified, and it's just everything is getting worse. You thought you had a product, and it's just getting continually worse, and this is just part of that. You're going to have to watch commercials. There are times on Red Zone where there is no action, but that's where that handsome man, that beautiful man, Scott Hansen, entertains us. But I don't like this.
So
it's the
it doesn't
audio
seem
that's
that major, right? Just 4 15-second ads, which will
Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper.
Nice. Nice.
Draft change, by the way.
very
Man,
mildly.
that was perfect timing.
It is starting off very mildly though, so I don't know. Maybe this
It
is how
totally
they
won't
get
get
in.
worse.
This is how they get the in and then just ramp it up from there.
Oh, there you go. Perna got shot out by McAfee today.
Ooh, burnout. There you go.
Oh,
Moving
yes,
on up
yeah.
the east, I bet.
I guess that makes that Bridget Monk
I
thing
will
sting
fast
less.
Yeah, you know what it was for?
Was it the Bud Light thing that randomly went viral?
Yes.
It's for Red Zone and how to fix the commercial. Well, first of all,
Oh, Nick, that'd be great.
it's like I was just showing 4 15-second pop-ins, right? Okay. The thing I also said was NFL already did this. So I think people shifting the blame to ESPN, it's misguided at the moment.
Of course.
Because after also what I saw is this is still the NFL's call, even through this season. And it'll be their call about commercials next season. So it's an NFL thing.
Yeah, Roger Goodell's
So
a
just
terrorist.
make sure you're blaming the NFL and not ESPN. ESPN's got enough shit we've thrown their way right now. But yeah, I said if I were a head of a company, and I just used Bud Light as an example, I would say, okay, NFL, you're doing 4 15-second ad spots. That's what you're going to put in there. How much? I will pay for that, all of that, all season long. Bud Light starts Red Zone.
Yep.
Welcome to Red
Bud
Zone.
Light Red Zone.
Here's 7 hours of commercial-free football sponsored by Bud Light.
This episode's about to get claimed. Like
I know.
Yeah, we just lost it.
Hey, we're
Last time
talking
they
commercials. We're
blocked
bringing in
it.
commercials.
I think
guess
last time they blocked the stream, so they're not petty or anything.
Well, I stopped it.
So we will see how everything plays out with
from
NFL
everybody.
Red Zone.
But this
Yeah,
is they started
they
doing
were-
this last season too, right? Like it wasn't like the full screen or anything like that, but they started already putting ads in it because people were like, Scott Hansen, why is this a thing? And he's like, it's not me. But it's
Scott, why are you doing this?
Scott, why are you doing this? And like all his interviews, he's like, it's not me. He's like, it's definitely not me. But at the same time, it's just the problem is, and I've been saying this now for years, and that's why it's like of everything. If it doesn't make the product better, right? If you are having more ads, what have you, and you're making the product better, then that's a different story, right? Then it's like, okay, then this is just the cost of that. But this is purely just for greed. Like this is purely just for money. And it's
When does
not
it stop?
the product better. And that's ultimately the problem because it's not good. I mean, okay, so how many second ads is it now? What's it going to be next season? What's it going to be the season after that? And the fact that it's already a thing that you pay for in addition, like what are we doing out here?
Getting paid to serve ads to you. I had a weird envision today of what if in 100 years the NFL just runs America? Like they just continually get so greedy that they are the governing body of America. That they're just like, all right, we let us take over. Okay, you don't need your corporation.
Dude,
you have the NFL now.
I'll live in
man,
the
they will
NFL's
do it.
America. I'll happily live in the NFL's
It's
America.
like, I live in a Walmart right now.
That is fair. That
You
is
live in
fair.
the NFL's America.
Were you going to play that clip?
No,
What
I don't want Tree to interrupt it, so I don't even want to try.
Well,
Play
I
it,
wasn't going to
please.
try and interrupt it, but okay.
I like
Whatever
that.
you said.
We're gonna change. it
I was
up
just trying
a
to be
little
the
bit.
funny.
We're gonna change gears.
By the way,
a little bit.
Brandon, that's who you lost to, Brandon. Mhm.
Yeah, fair enough.
So switching gears here,
I've lost to worse.
the
don't have-
NFL just completed their list of top 100 NFL players, and at number 1
Sorry, Five.
was former
Tough.
Giants running back, now Eagles running back, Saquon Barkley. We go to 5 for an immediate reaction on this.
Man, I feel like my team traded away my best player.
See, the thing is, at least we got compensation for Micah Parsons,
Yeah,
right?
we
We
ain't
got
getting
2
nothing.
first-round picks. We
Fans got
we got
compensation.
Kenneth
You saw that
Walker.
Hard Knocks episode.
Saquon, you guys literally got nothing for Saquon, who is now the best player in the NFL. How does that make you feel?
Is this a glass house situation?
Yeah, this is definitely
We have Cam
a lot of stones
Scatterberg.
being thrown out here.
Numbers wise, Saquon, even after that 2022 season, he was like ranked in the 20s for running backs. It seemed like a move that you would make if you're the Giants, and it backfired horribly. And that's what happens when you let a running back go to your division rival. But it's not as bad as trading your best player for 2 late round picks.
How is it not? How is it not?
I mean, the optics of your best player then going into a rival and winning a Super Bowl is not great. But we also have to evaluate this and see what it does for the Packers.
We're not there yet.
Before we go, this is going to take a season or two. So,
and even with the Cowboys trade, right? I said this off camera. I'll say it again. We don't know who won this trade for 2 years. The Packers do not win the Super Bowl in the next 2 to 3 years, and the Cowboys hit on these draft picks, which is a very likely thing to happen. We have a huge success rate in the first round.
They're probably going to be in the 20s, though. It's significantly lower.
That's when we normally are picking, is in the 20s. And still, we have been able to find elite talent in the first round. So you can't say the Cowboys lost this trade just yet. And as far as the back issues go, I think this is actually a non-factor. I wanted to talk to Tom about this also. I think the back issue is a non-factor at all. I think it's just the trying to save face about Micah sitting out and going to get all those second reviews. I think it's just an optics situation. What do you?
He's literally throwing around like medicine balls. He's literally hitting the sled. He was expected to play on Sunday. Yeah, I don't. It's a nothing. I also, it's very interesting, like the amount of people afterwards who are just like, oh, Micah's not even that good. And I'm like, man, what are we doing? Like, I understand
Micah's not good. It's just that some people are pigeonholing his playoff production.
Yeah, 1 sack in 4 games, right?
Which I've seen before even this trade happened. I saw this back when they were trying to talk about signing Micah, and some Cowboys fans, a very minority of the Cowboys fans, were talking about how we shouldn't re-sign him because he disappears in the playoffs. With that being said, you look at all his stats. We were literally number 1 when he's on the field for defensive pass rush rate. And when he's off the field, we drop to literally 32nd, which is the worst in the NFL.
And that's the problem I have. It's they want to try and stop the run, but you're going to have trouble getting the quarterback. So
now, I will say there have been instances, and this is something you might be wary of, Tom. There have been instances where teams just run straight at Micah, and everything is sort of mitigated because he a lot of the time gets upfield too fast, or he doesn't follow the sweep man accurately, and he gets out of position. Again, that's not a majority of the time, but that is how a lot of teams have combated Micah Parsons, just running straight at him. And so that is something you guys are going to.
That was the thing too. Like people were like, well, what are the Packers run defense going to do? Micah Parsons had a better run defense grade than Kenny Clark did last season. He did. So that 1, and then 2, the Packers were a top 10 run defense last year. And trust me, the person who was the most surprised was me, because our run defense is usually awful. And Kenny wasn't even really participating in that a whole lot. So ultimately, like, I believe Jeff Hafley, I think, he's going to do some magic. But the fact that they were able to keep a guy like Rashawn Gary, who's already a good pass rusher, and now if you're going to have guys who are going to be doubling Micah Parsons, like, this is going to give opportunities to so many other guys on that line. Like, it's going to just open up that playbook so much. I mean, there's only how many times can you say you have Micah Parsons in his prime?
Yeah, and you could still have Lucas Van Ness develop even in the situation.
And he's had a nice offseason.
Let me ask you this question.
They keep saying that. True.
What will it take for this trade to be considered a failure in your eyes, Tom? What would it take?
He gets hurt, like early on, and doesn't really play over the next few years. That's really the only downside. Because
he's how old?
If they wind up
26,
dying in the playoffs and they lose in spectacular fashion or something, it sucks. It's not going to be fun. But I think making this move, the front office really believes in the team that they have, and I do think that this does make them Super Bowl contenders. Like, they're in that conversation now. I think if they potentially got on a hot streak beforehand, they could have made it there. But having Parsons, dude, it gets you closer. So they still got to play the
thing
game.
is,
So that's what they look like, but
I think the Green Bay Packers odds improved by like, I think they were plus 3,000 or something to win, and then they jumped to plus 1,000 after acquiring, and then the Cowboys were plus 5,000. They only dropped to plus 6,000 because Vegas doesn't like the Cowboys this year. Like it didn't really make a difference. I think even having that's even so that even tells you, even with Micah Parsons, they think that you're a 5,000 to 1 long shot basically to win.
And I actually looked up some of the stats. I think the Cowboys have a 35% chance of making the playoffs this year. I would put a little bit higher, but we do have a very difficult schedule, especially going into November through January. So that's going to be a very difficult stretch. But I think a lot of things are going to come down to injuries, honestly.
Is that from Deb 5? Those are great.
Yes.
The final games
real
are
quick.
Pretty tough.
Deb.
5, 6.
Deb
Eagles,
sent me
Chiefs, Cowboys, Vikings, Chargers, Commies, and then the Giants. That's a tough 6 out of 7 stretch. And then Broncos and the 26th and Cardinals too.
We're not afraid of the Broncos.
Should be. We've got an edge rusher.
They have Bo Nix.
We've got 2 edge rushers.
Their defense.
Our second-year guy behind them too.
We've got
they might have a running game too.
And Nick Bonito.
And we got Javonte Williams, and he's not injured.
He's not the same as he was.
Yeah, buddy. I don't know about Javonte Williams.
He's better.
He was really good when he was healthy, but
stronger.
Just not the same.
I think what we should do now, since this is the first clickbait before the season starts, is we should give our preseason predictions. What do we think our teams are going to do? Who do we think is going to actually end up making it all the way to the Super Bowl? Who would like to start? Tom, take it away.
I think we can make it to the Super Bowl.
Okay, and what do you think your record is going to be on that path?
I think like regular season, I think the Packers could win 12. I think they win 12 games.
Yeah. And who do you foresee being your biggest threat in getting here, and why?
Probably the Eagles. Like the Eagles are a good football team. You know, they're a tough team to play against in the NFC. I'm curious to see how next Thursday is going to look, because the Packers, of course, are playing the Lions, but on top of that, they're playing the Commanders next Thursday. So, like, we'll see how they are against Jay Daniels. Like, that's going to be interesting. But, of course, like the Lions and the Packers, I think, you know, they're going to be going toe-to-toe for the division. We still got to wait for J.J. McCarthy, because if J.J. McCarthy's good, the Vikings are going to be competitive this year. And if, you know, if Caleb Williams can get Ben Johnson's scheme, like, the Bears are going to be competitive too. Like, that within our own division, there might be some cannibalization. Might be some num-nums.
So you're predicting the Packers will finish first in the division, though?
I think that this gets them a lot closer. We'll see how Hutch looks and how the Lions look without their coordinators, but I think the Lions are the biggest competition just because JJ is a question mark right now. You know, we'll see on Monday night as he goes against Caleb. But
and for the uninformed, give us a potential breakout player for the Packers. Maybe someone a lot of people don't know if they're not tapped in to Packers Nation.
So one guy who has gotten national acclaim now is Edgerrin Cooper. So Edgerrin Cooper had a phenomenal year last year. And him coming into his second year, and he's bulked up a little bit more too. He was a phenomenal linebacker for us. So I'm really, he had a great run grade. He had a great pass rushing grade. He's been that guy. The thing I'm a little worried about is our depth at corner, but no, what I'm not worried about is our safety unit, because Xavier McKinney was a god last year. Which thank you again, 5. Really appreciate that. And yeah, so I'm super excited them. And dude, we get to see a first round wide receiver in Matthew Golden. You know, he has been wowing people in camp. And so let's see if that can actually translate to the field. But yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
All right. Tree, we already know that you guys are going 9-8 this year, 8-9 per usual.
9-8 Super Bowl. Let's go, baby.
9-8.
Take us through some other things. Where do you think you guys are going to finish in your division? Can you make it all the way this year?
It's going to take a lot. I mean, you're going to need Aaron Rodgers to go back to at least his 2019 form. You're going to need a second wide receiver 2 to emerge, your offensive line to really gel, especially Broderick Jones, also known as Mr. Brandon Perna's favorite player. He's going to blindside now, where he played in college. And Troy Fautanu, he played one game last year but got hurt. So your interior is pretty much set. Now your defense, you're going to have some questions. Like Cam Hayward, he's ended his hold-in. He's going to be playing. But Derek Harmon, he'll be out for a few weeks. He has a sprained knee. He suffered in training camp. So fortunately not a season ender, but still he was having a pretty decent camp there. Linebacking core, once again, you're dealing with questions there. Is Patrick Queen going to be able to return to his Baltimore form? Is Jalen Ramsey going to be able to become that super Swiss Army knife corner that they want him to be? What happens with replace Minkah Fitzpatrick? Are you getting Juan Thornhill back there, or is it just going to be another question? But my thing is there too. I feel like it's going to be 9-8. You'll probably finish second, maybe third, probably second because I don't trust the Bengals defense, and probably just miss the playoffs or get crushed in the wild card. It's, as I said, like you moved a bunch of chairs around the Titanic, but it feels like you're just there.
And a wild card player, breakout player, a lot of people might not have on their radar on the Steelers.
I would probably say Roman Wilson. They're looking at him as their wide receiver 2. He got injured last year, so he wasn't able to play. He had good reps coming out of Michigan. He earned the job there too. Calvin Austin might be another guy you can look in towards the wide receiver game too, as well as his punt returning. But I would say it was those two guys because they haven't really had anybody as a legit wide receiver 2. They have missed out on a bunch of targets to acquire. They couldn't get Brendan Ayuk earlier. They traded George Pickens, so wide open for anyone to take. But it's a wild card, I would say.
Let's see how it plays out. We go now to the Broncos. Will Bo Nix regress this year, Brandon Perna?
No chance Bo Nix regresses. Tree, I'm going to agree with you. I said Roman Wilson was going to be have a breakout year for the Steelers. And I said the Steelers were actually going to win a playoff game this year. So
that is a bold take, sir.
I'm actually a little high on the Steelers.
Oh, I mean, you might be a little too high,
Steelers.
Sir.
Yeah,
I think
edible.
If we beat the Broncos in your playoff game, how would you feel?
Oh, that would be tough.
Oh man! Oh, that's a monkey paw. Oh.
Exactly. Oh, they won a playoff game. Oh. Sorry.
It would be worse if Russ was still your quarterback and Russ as a Steeler beat the Broncos in the playoffs, but I don't think we'll be matched up against you guys.
I mean, unless the Steelers win the division or the Broncos win the division.
Are the Broncos winning the division this year, Perna?
I mean, look, I just posted a 20-minute video about the Broncos. The first minute of that video is media members predicting the Broncos to win the AFC West, of saying the Broncos are going to go to the Super Bowl. And I said, I'm a little uncomfortable with this hype. But I think the Broncos are going to be better. And you can base that on facts, on statistical evidence, on the fact that they got better on defense through free agency. They got Jahdae Barron in the draft with the their first round pick. And then today, they extend Nick Bonito for 4 years. It's a $120 million extension. His average annual per year salary is, I think, about $18 million. I think it was $18 million less than Mike. I got to double check it, but it's a good chunk less per year than Micah Parsons. It's in the 30s, so it's a good contract for a player who had a breakout year last year. So I do think we can believe the Broncos defense as a whole will be better. Right now, we don't know Dre Greenlaw's status with his ongoing lingering injury issues, and he's a big part of the defense being better at inside linebacker. So until I see him on the field and know that Dre Greenlaw can actually play, that's the one thing I'm worried about on defense.
Yeah, but torn Achilles is tough to come back from, dude.
Yeah.
So that's
on offense, they got to find who their running backs really are. J.K. Dobbins is going to start. Love it if he's healthy. I'm fine with J.K. being like the workhorse if they use him that way. I don't think Sean's going to have a workhorse back, but I don't know about the depth behind J.K. Dobbins yet, even with R.J. Harvey there. So that's the question mark on offense, in my opinion, is like what they actually do with the run game. And their breakout player, also a receiver, it's Troy Franklin in year 2. I just think the thing that was odd last year was Nix and Franklin played together at Oregon, and they looked like the two players the least in sync on offense of anyone. And I don't know why that happened, but Franklin had a great camp. And that's the guy I would pick to have a really nice season for the Broncos.
All right.
And yeah, I talked myself into them winning the division as well.
Let's see if the Broncos can get it done this year. Who we don't have to worry about is the New York Giants. 5. Take us through what's going through your head.
His birthday, Scooter. Be a little nicer.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
He never clowns on you,
birthday.
Cowboys fan.
Take us through where the Giants, best case scenario, where are they sitting in the NFC East at the end of this season?
Best case scenario is probably 7 really ugly wins. We maybe beat the Cowboys one of those games. Okay. That would be, finally ending that streak. And yeah, I'm not that. Last year I was optimistic on this team. This year I'm very pessimistic. They improved their defense. They picked up Abdul Carter. It was a smart move. It's still a big question mark at quarterback. Even though Russell Wilson somehow dragged the Steelers to the playoffs last year, he can still throw the moon ball. You got the kid in waiting, Jackson Dart, who you absolutely hate, Scooter. You just don't like him as a prospect. You've hated on him since I said that I wanted him. It's just I don't know where the Giants are going to get points from. Defensively, they look solid. I think for a breakout player, I think Tyler Nubin is going to continue to improve. He had a pretty
I like him coming out of college.
Yeah, he had a pretty good campaign last year. He made young player mistakes. Him and Drew Phillips. Drew Phillips has some room to grow. A lot of times with corners and safeties, their rookie or early one or 2 years can be rough, but once they figure out the NFL at the highest level, they really clamp it down. And then on offense, I think Gunnar Olszewski is going to make some big plays. I don't think he's going to have a terrible breakout season, but he seems to be the guy that is going to annoy the hell. He's going to be like a Cole Beasley type guy that he comes up with that big 3rd and 10 catch, or that big clutch catch that you need. So the Giants will eke out 7 very annoying wins. And at some point, they might be 5-4, and I'll be huffing that hopium like Scooter does on the daily, but it'll only be for one game, and then we'll lose horribly to the Eagles or something and take us back to reality.
Let me tell you,
I think the defense will be solid.
Let me tell you about Gunnar Olszewski. He will frustrate the hell out of you. He is not good. He was a mess on special teams for the Steelers. He did nothing in the wide receiver game.
I remember Tree hating
it was bad.
The Steelers.
It was bad. He kept messing up.
When he got cut, people were like, "This is a great day."
Well, because I remember, I think one of them happened against your team in Green Bay. It was just like,
oh yeah,
I'm just like, what are you doing?
Oh man!
By the way, this was an early birthday gift from Deb Badkey.
Oh, Deb!
She sent these to me. I'm going to be helping her sell these as a portion of the revenue from these will go to charity. So look out for that. But yeah, I just got them, Deb. Thank you so much. These are accurate too. Look at this.
It's true, Mike.
Look at that. They're bald, and then they have the little beards on them. I truly do look like this. This is the most accurate representation. This is me and tomorrow. Look how pockmarked his little face is. Hell yeah. All right, Deb, if you want to put a link in the chat, go ahead.
That is cool. But that also brings us to the Dallas Cowboys, America's team. Where will they end up this season? Okay, best case scenario, we're number 1 in the NFC East. All offense. All right. Think Cincinnati Bengals. All right, with a better O-line.
Yeah, the Bengals have no defense, and they finished 7-8.
Anything is possible when you can score a lot of points.
Except, win and get to the playoffs.
With that being said, worst case scenario, we're going to finish 3rd in the NFC East, behind the Eagles and Commanders. Somewhere in that range is where I can see the Cowboys finishing. Nowhere near 4th place, though. That is reserved for the Giants.
Imagine the Giants lose just one more game than the Cowboys. It's right there.
Honestly, it just depends on how things are going. We might want to tank and get a high draft pick looking at some things.
It's intentional now.
Yes. But again, our offense is too good, in my opinion, for us to have that poor of a season.
Here's the thing, Scoots. I agree with you. I think there's one big caveat. Besides it's your run game. If you can have a balanced run game, right? Because that's one of the reasons why the Bengals were able to do so well in the back half of the season, right? Because you had Chase Brown, who was doing really, really well. So if you look at the Cowboys, they don't have a run game right now. I know you got Blue, right? You got Javonte Williams, and
that's really the biggest unknown. We don't really know anything about the run game. It could be great, and Javonte Williams about to ball out. Miles Sanders about to have comeback. Who knows? We don't know anything about this Cowboys run attack, and that's the problem. We don't know if we need to improve it. We don't know if it's fine as is. We're going to find out a lot today, especially going up against that Eagles front.
You're going to be scouting that waiver wire, buddy.
You're about to find out about the Eagles front.
With that being said, for the players to look out for, I think this Micah Parsons leaving is going to create a great situation. And I think one of the reasons we did make this trade is because of the depth that we had at edge. So when you're looking at these players, I'm thinking Sam Williams, right? He was injured. Marshawn Nealon, edge. He was injured a lot of his first years. We got rookie Donovan Ezaraku, right? A lot of people wanted to draft this guy on their team. Those are the three players that I'm looking at that could have a breakout year. And also Maris Luafau, our linebacker, who was a rookie last year, had a great season again, was playing through some injuries. I think he actually is going to have a great season. And another reason why I think we were comfortable with trading Micah Parsons away is because we already had a Micah Parsons on our team, and his name is DeMarvion Overshown.
Overshown is very good.
But Overshown, he's out for the year, though.
He's not out for the year.
No, he's not out for the year.
He's coming back this year. He will be playing. He's not going to start the year, but we will be getting him back sometime this season. And that is honestly why I think Jerry Jones felt confident enough and felt hurt enough to trade away Micah because of DeMarvion Overshown coming back this year.
I think it's a little tough to say Overshown is Micah Parsons. No. I think that's just a little.
I'm not saying
he was a bright spot, but I wouldn't say he was.
Has all the production that Micah Parsons has. I'm saying he has all the potential. He has all the potential that Micah Parsons has. He hasn't done anything yet.
Okay,
but if
what you're saying
for a player with that explosion, with that ability to track down players and get after the quarterback, it's there on film. You can go look at the tape. Overshown looks like a grown man, and so we'll see. Definitely keep an eye out on Agent Zero this year.
That's Matthew Golden on the Packers, by the way.
It does kind of amaze me though that how you can rationalize putting your faith into a team that literally just traded Micah Parsons.
I'm not putting my faith into the team. What I'm saying is I know more about the team than you do, and I know that our depth at that position is the greatest on our whole team.
You see, so trying to understand how your team is fine, but being overly diluted and drinking Jerry Jones's Kool-Aid is enough.
No one is drinking Jerry Jones Kool-Aid. We did not think this was a good idea.
I think he's the best owner in the league.
That's like
I hope he lives forever, dude.
Now that it's done, you can look back and see, edge rusher, we did have a lot of edge rushers. We do have a lot of.
Are they any good though?
I will say, you know what, Scooter, what you're saying is not crazy because last year when Thibodeau went down, Brian Burns went into that spot and just ate at that coming off the edge.
Burns is
Brian Burns is really good.
The edge rusher,
but the way I'm just saying, before when Thibodeau was in that spot, they had him in the they basically had him in a different position. Once they aligned him properly, he started eating. They basically had him in the wrong position. What Scooter's saying is not crazy. There could be a guy that could step into Micah Parsons' spot and be productive, but again, he's not Micah Parsons. None of those players that you named
he's
are.
Not. He
would you rather have Micah Parsons?
Obviously, we would rather have Micah Parsons, but now that it's done, it's on someone else to step up. Perna?
Counterpoint. Stephen Jones said your defense will just scheme up pressure.
Yeah,
we're just gonna scheme up that pressure.
Listen,
Okay,
to make
you
up
could
for
have done that
Micah.
with Michael
Stephen
Parsons.
Jones.
No,
Listen.
you're not scheming up 100 quarterback pressures, my friend.
Oh, they'll scheme it
cannot
up.
take
My
anything.
counterpoint is your whole philosophy from the top down is incorrect.
You cannot
Wrong.
take
I know,
whatever
Taylor,
Jerry
Wrong.
Jones or
Who's your
Stephen
defensive coordinator?
Jones.
Matt Eberflus.
It's
Yeah.
Hey, Matt Eberflus
he's
is
a
a
good
decent
coordinator.
defensive mind. It's just
He's
his
a great
offense.
coordinator.
You
He's
should
not
put him
very
in charge of
good.
clock
head
management.
coach.
I think he's going to be a solid coordinator because he was
He'll
good.
be
with
fine.
You
He's
cannot
better than
take
Mike
what
Zimmer.
Jerry or Stephen Jones says at face value ever. Okay, if
But
you
they
watch
usually-
that press
usually
conference,
scare.
they literally said that this is what they were looking to do. They said that they were looking to trade Micah for two
They're
first-round
lying.
picks.
They were saying
Exactly.
They
That's
were
what I'm
looking to
saying.
keep him. They wanted him to
Was a
stay.
flat
but
out
he lost
lie.
it.
The whole press conference was full of egregious statements and lies.
You are coping and seething.
That's
Serious question.
I was in there with Tom typing in the chat because
Yeah.
that's how egregious some of the statements they were.
Sure.
I would not.
Yeah. That's true. We were in the chat together.
We know you've given yourself a week to convince yourself that there's hope for this season. And as a Cowboys fan, you should do that. You should 100% do that. Now, my question is, as a businessman, Scooter, as a YouTuber, Scooter, tonight, what will bring you better business? An upset over the Eagles or the Eagles setting the single game rushing record against your defense?
Honestly, it's about equal, if I'm being honest. It's about equal. Because if we go out there and kill the Eagles, I'm going to have that dance video ready to go. That's going ham. I'm making a whole video dedicated to dunking on Eagles fans and taking all their comments about how they were going to beat us. That's a whole dedicated video.
I don't know if that's a good use of your time.
That is some
On
maximum
the
code,
other
man.
hand, if we get blown out,
Yeah.
it's going to take me to the new level of views and viewership. So honestly, it could go either way.
Yeah.
People
think
do
you
Careful
love
what you wish
misery.
for,
though.
man.
Rushing
Misery
record.
brings views, but you're going to be miserable, man.
People
gotta stop
do
the
love
run.
misery. The thing is, it's like
Just stop that run game.
the
Stop the run.
Cowboys aren't that bad of a team, right?
This is their worst possible matchup for
It's-
this week for
For
week
week one,
Yeah.
What I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to is Jerry Jones talking about stopping the run and Saquon rushes for 200. Still.
See, the thing is, though,
Yeah.
I don't think Saquon's going to be able to rush for that much, mainly because Kenny Clark's coming in,
Okay.
right?
The new
He's
guy.
gonna stuff the middle, right?
Oh,
And
I love you,
again,
Kenny Clark.
we
I love
have
you.
our
Don't forget that. I
linebackers.
love you, Kenny Clark.
We have our linebackers. We'll see. We will see.
What do you think the score is going to be tonight, Scoots?
Yeah.
The score, I'm going to say it's going to be 38-35.
Oh my God.
Cowboys are going to kick a 72-yard field goal, break the record, and win the game as time expires. $38-35.
38-35, really?
Let's go, boys. And I will be streaming. You can come watch me say, I told you so. And it will be glorious. Now, before we get to this game prediction from the rest of you, I would like to go around and make some bold predictions, all of us, before the season. Bold predictions. What is your bold prediction
Dude,
of
if
the
Scooter's
season?
right, by the way, we are never going to hear the
Oh,
end.
yeah, we're so screwed.
Oh,
with
of course.
that.
We would
Dude.
not
At the
hear
same
We run
time,
victory
though,
laps for week
Scooter,
7.
you're like the Eagles are going to probably get blown out in the Super Bowl. So,
Listen,
I don't
a
know.
lot of people felt that way, not just me. I'm just saying. The Eagles, they had an easy path to the Super Bowl last year. Let's not even lie or pretend.
Yeah, this is going to be you
Yeah,
after
every
tonight.
pathway
That's
to
gonna be you.
this.
They played. Look at who the Eagles played to get to the Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. And
that
they
face
played
is
the
priceless.
commies
It's beautiful, man.
who were garbage. Bold prediction.
They had
I'll
to
start it
win
off.
the Super Bowl.
No, heck. Bold prediction. Jaden Daniels will regress this season. He will not look as good as he did his rookie season. Bo Nix will also regress this season. Cam Scattaboo will look terrible, and a wasted draft pick. Jackson Dart, also a huge waste of a draft pick. George Pickens will thrive in Dallas. Those are my 5.
Hey, he's doing his job. I mean, we got to compete with ESPN for the hot takes, dude. So honestly, hey, keep pushing.
The year. You heard it here. And Dak will win comeback player of the year. Anyone else like to go with their
What did he? Was he injured long enough last year to qualify?
How long do you have to be injured?
Comeback player of the year.
While. Like Aiden Hutchinson's going to be comeback player of the year, dude.
Yeah, Aiden Hutchinson might win. I'm saying he might win comeback player of the year.
Dak is winning
you
over
have to
Aiden
come back from something, right?
Yes.
Bold predictions, huh?
Honestly,
Bold predictions.
The underdog part of me hoping Teddy Bridgewater wins comeback player of the year, but I don't think that's happening.
Where's Teddy? Teddy's in Tampa.
Tampa Bay. Back up.
Tampa
You
Bay.
won the job.
Mayfield to get hurt?
Yeah.
My bold prediction is George Pickens somehow just quits by week 11. Just
that'd be
quits
great.
The Cowboys.
Dude,
Just
he's a
throws off his
Big
jersey.
Man
Ooh,
would've won
150. Throws off his jersey, Antonio Brown, and you just
hoping and come down. Okay. All right, big man.
And you just
Thank you for the
understand that George Pickens was traded to you for a reason.
I think I'm going to lose.
You
yeah,
will
as
see.
I said, you will learn that Steelers wide receivers, once they leave, they do not do well.
Nope. No, sir.
The only one
Excuse
who does
me.
is Emmanuel Sanders.
Deontay Jackson, right? Or Johnson, excuse
Deontay
me?
Johnson?
Deontay
Deontay
Johnson. I forgot his name.
He
He's
got
been
caught.
on 22.
Yeah, he got cut.
Well, AB did win a Super Bowl. Tree.
Well, AB
Let's
is
be
and he
honest.
ran some out of town.
Wow.
AB did win a Super Bowl. We'll leave it at that.
Patriots legend.
Yeah,
Okay,
Tom,
that's it. That's my only bold prediction.
Tom, what are
bold
your
prediction.
bold
We got a fitty.
year?
My bold prediction.
Also, we're going to look back at this at the end of the season. Make your bold predictions right now.
On Sunday night, September 28th, as the Green Bay Packers travel to Arlington, Texas to take on the Dallas Cowboys, I think Micah Parsons is going to have 4 sacks against Dak Prescott.
Counterpoint,
Ooh.
he will have 0 sacks, and the Cowboys will win the game.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
Adrian, what a fitting.
Brandon Perna. Bold takes.
I'll go. Bo Nix leads the league in either passing yards or passing touchdowns.
I thought you were going to say passing touchdowns or interceptions. It's either one.
No, he's all right with the turnovers. Let's see, where is it? Hold on, efforting. This is my sack leader for the year, Nick Bonito. I predicted that before they extended him, and I just wanted to show the average per year 26.5 million, max average 30. So that's a great
big deal. I mean,
That's a great
deal.
Imagine paying
Fantastic deal.
somebody before they hit free agency. Imagine
Yeah,
that.
that'd be so
Wow.
brilliant.
I
Somebody could
picked
learn
A
something
player
about that,
what
dude.
they're worth.
I
could
picked
actually see
Jamar
this.
Chase to be the league MVP. I want an MVP
Wide
season that is not a quarterback. And we said the reason is Joe Burrow's going to miss a stretch of games because it just happens to Burrow. Whatever, he's going to be out. Jake Browning's going to come in, and Jamar Chase is going to keep the Bengals afloat just by destroying defenses like he does. And the NFL will have to acknowledge that there are other players worthy of MVP for the first time in a long time.
I don't think that's going to
Unless it was
happen.
McCaffrey. Did he actually win it a couple? I can't remember.
He was close. I don't think he did.
Give me an MVP that's not a quarterback.
I mean, that's a pipe dream, unfortunately.
It's bold. It's bold.
It's a very bold take. It's
Tree,
bold
we need
like
your
bench
bold
warmer
takes.
brew coffee. I mean, we're looking bold takes. I think the Miami Dolphins are going to compete for a tank bowl. I think Tua's going to get injured. I think their defense is a wreck. They have questions in the offensive line. And what happens if Tua goes, they're screwed. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And for second hot take, Aaron Rodgers is injured out for the year by week 8.
Oh, I hope not. I want to see him play.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. You
I
couldn't
want
be-
Wasn't he healthy all last year?
I want to see
Yeah, but he
Rodgers
wasn't good.
Packers.
Yeah.
Prime
Oh, that was
time.
my other bold prediction. Rodgers has his best statistical year since 2021.
Ooh, you think he's gonna Brett Favre it out there?
He's gonna
Yeah.
Brett Favre, and then
okay.
he's gonna throw a really bad pick in the AFC Championship
could
game.
see
Is
that.
what
Sometimes you
saying
gotta go against the grain. Sometimes you gotta go against the grain, and
The
sometimes
thing is,
you're right.
like, you didn't really see him sling the rock last year. Like
He
Rodgers
wasn't the same
looked
player.
just messed up. Like I don't know, man. How did he look in the preseason?
I
Tree?
didn't
Like,
say
did
that.
look
Yeah,
like
he wasn't
still
really
has-
play. He didn't really play in the preseason. He didn't
Yeah,
play.
Didn't
I don't
need
know
to.
what he's got. We're gonna
Too much
find out.
experience.
So
All right, can we
go
predict this game tonight?
to the
That's because I
countdown?
can't,
Let's
Eric.
get
I
to
can't.
predictions for the game. How much are the Cowboys winning by in your mind for this Thursday night football game?
I think Eagles win 34-17.
Okay. I think
You're
the
lucky. I was
Cowboys
nice to
will
give you
win.
17. I gave you 17.
Hold on. I think the Cowboys will win off
There's
the
no
field.
way we're only scoring
final
17 points.
Buddy, you're going against one of the best defenses.
right.
And they're going
offense.
against one of the best offenses.
One of the best.
I think this
defense
could
and
be
defensive
it's gonna be a
coordinators.
bloodbath. This is gonna be
Cordell.
like 34-7.
Tell you're killing
It's gonna be like
Cowboys?
34-7.
I like that
Eagles.
old prediction though, Cordell.
Eagles.
I like that.
I think the money line is like minus 400 or something. Like Vegas thinks the Eagles are going to win. Okay.
Yeah, they think they're going to win by 8.5 points, not by 24
that's a
points.
big spread in the NFL.
It's a big
okay?
spread.
That's
Big spread.
any
Spreading
spread
them
over
sheets out
7
down.
is
It's a
it-
big.
Appreciate you,
they
Cordell.
mean yeah, I don't know. I might lay some action on this
Bryce
game
Young to the
tonight and be a degenerate on my birthday. Fine. But
You should
no,
bet on the
Eagles by a
Cowboys.
lot.
Eagles by a bajillion. I would
Brandon?
say Eagles by
Oh.
20.
20?
Bad.
Woo!
Y'all are
It's
being
always bad.
disrespectful.
Link.
Y'all are
It's at the
being
link.
very disrespectful.
They're going to hang the
Uh-huh.
banner too.
Yeah.
Saquon's going to run. Okay, how many
worry.
yard over or under for Saquon? 200 yards rushing.
He's not running for 200.
I think like 150.
Yeah.
he's running for less than 100 yards.
I mean, you were looking at
Saquon
the
is
you're looking at the
unselfish.
next Tom Brady and Bill Belichick.
might run 100
Dan
yards in the
Orlovsky said
first
so
half.
earlier today.
Absolutely not.
I got a
Listen,
buck
we
80
figured the
for
Eagles
Saquon.
out. We
A buck
figured the
80.
Eagles out. Okay, that's why
You
we had to
figured the
trade
Eagles
Micah
out.
Parsons
Yes,
because it just
sure.
wasn't working.
That's why you nearly
I
traded him to the
mean,
Eagles.
Kenny
Okay.
Clark.
Yeah.
Kenny Clark gonna save the Cowboys. Move over, Micah. We got Kenny Clark. He's gonna be in the middle. No more Micah in Green Bay now. And Ryan, get a deal. Get one run.
All right.
You're delusional, man.
I got $198.05.
Let's go. Ooh.
Did y'all see the no tax on tips for content creators?
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
Hopefully
Very
they
nice.
separate all that out in our 1099 so we can
They
I
just
agree.
deduct it very easily. I do not
I
want to
mean-
have to go through my stuff.
Well, that's why I have an account.
I got $59.18 on my birthday. Love
The
y'all.
same as your
you.
age? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I am 196.94.
123.
Yeah, I
Tom,
was.
I'm 18 cents years old.
100%. Because I got a hundo. I got 574.86.
There you go, Tom.
not bad.
So yeah,
What does Tom have to do?
How
He
about
owes-
no
do
to
you owe
Jerry
us
Jones
punishments?
spanking him for giving him Micah Parsons?
Ooh, writing a
He
letter
has
to
to,
Jerry Jones.
Buy the Head and Shoulders thing again and
No!
put it on at halftime.
Okay, might be fun.
Whatever happened to the Jacksonville, the Jackson DeVille costume?
dude, the original one I lost. Like I don't know where it is, but the one that I wore in 30 and 30, like that was brought to me by like a fan. So like we
Really?
made it work. So I don't
I
know
think
where
Ronnie
it is.
Bart-
Put the
I
Head
think
and
Bart
Shoulders-
stole it and wears it in front of the mirror every
People can
every
wear
once in a
whatever they
while.
want. That's totally fine.
Somebody has a Buffalo Bill statue, but of the Jackson DeVille costume.
Oh my gosh.
What can
Yeah, Amari
what can
Cooper
we
retired.
punish
Oh,
Tom?
10
Yeah,
days.
Amari Cooper said,
Just-
I'm not playing for the Raiders. I've seen enough. I'm out.
Yes.
He just couldn't ramp up.
Wow. Are the Raiders the new Lions where they just take players and crush them and make them not want to play football? Because
Yes.
As I said,
What's his
apparently he had
name?
trouble ramping
Randy
up.
Moss went there and was like, no. Antonio Brown was like, no.
Apology letter to Jerry Jones for Micah Parsons. I could write.
No.
I'm sorry
Well,
for taking advantage of
That'd be too much fun.
an old man.
Tom should have a shave his head at some point.
I just got a haircut. Technically, tomorrow's stream is sponsored by YouTube, so nailed it, crushed it.
Yeah, there you go. Tom has to be sponsored. Tom has to.
We're running out of punishments for Tom.
I mean, Tom has to be sponsored by
Gambling.
DraftKings.
Oh God, no.
Tom has to create an OnlyFans. It's just him running out.
Hey, I still got to make my
own.
OnlyFans. I have the
let's
account
see.
ready. I'm just
Only
So,
route.
how about Tom has to make a picture for Tree's OnlyFans?
Ooh.
So what
What?
you got? You
I'll
got
wear a
like,
Micah Parsons Cowboys jersey during the Packers Cowboys stream.
all right,
Sorry,
look.
punishment.
this
I mean,
is-
that's
not a
that's-
punishment.
eh.
That's not a punishment. That is flexing on the enemy.
Rise up.
Ooh, how about when you do? What is Papa Grassi going to come to your house and you when you?
I
do
know we got
the,
workout scheduling.
Oh, I was gonna say, like during the Cowboys Packers stream, you cannot mention the trade.
Oh man, that's
That
actually
would
pretty
be-
good.
That would be so
Yes.
tough.
Pretty good.
During you cannot
Watching
say that the Packers traded for or acquired Micah
You
Parsons.
can't say the
cannot
words
make-
Micah
Yeah,
or
You just
Parsons.
can't
I can't say Micah Parsons.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're
can't say
not allowed to
Micah
say
or
Micah
Parsons.
Parsons. You have to say
And if
that
you
player
do-
previously from the Cowboys.
And
You have
if
to
you
say-
do,
I could
then
also
what?
I could do this too, and I could give you a book report on the Cowboys documentary. I don't know
That
when I'm gonna have
is-
time to do it.
That's nice though. That's a glorious thing. You should be doing this anyways. That's not a punishment.
No, I
It's a
think
great
not having to
puppy.
say Micah Parsons during the
Can't say
stream.
Or Parsons. And if you do, then what though?
Ooh, every time
Oh,
he
hold on.
he
Hold
slips
on.
and says it.
Hold on. Cowboys Kenny Clark jersey.
Ooh, that's
What
pretty
i-
rough
what is that?
too.
No.
I
What,
could wear
You
Yeah.
can't say Micah Parsons, and if he does, then he has to buy authentic Cowboys Kenny Clark jersey.
Done.
Or he has to watch
Oh.
that documentary.
Yeah.
There we
that's
go.
fine.
paint his body
There you
blue.
go.
All right. You just gotta
Ooh.
remind me because I will forget. I mean, week 4 is a long way away from now.
Tom
so-
Grassi in Cowboys uniform body paint would also be a hilarious.
I mean, that would just kill me. So that's
Yeah.
that'd be the last punishment.
Listen,
I
I put blue paint all over my body for you jerks. That did
think
not
I've-
kill me.
I think I've bled enough for clickbait.
What do you guys have coming out? Are you streaming this game?
Ooh.
That's right.
We
Oh,
both
no,
Tree
it's a-
and I, we are triple streaming. We're streaming on our channels. We're streaming on the Dumpster Fire. We are reacting to this
And on the
game.
Quadus.
And it'll be a ton of dead air and awkwardness and
Oh
just
yeah, always
weirdness
Always is.
throughout.
Always is,
I'm,
dude.
it's my birthday. I might take half an edible. I'm still deciding.
Honestly, man, last time you got
The last time I got
pretty
high on
bad.
stream, it was
you
bad.
talked about sheds last time.
Okay,
so,
and then after that, next week,
I
big
just say
video
Michael
coming.
I will call him Michael Parsons the entire time
You
because
can't say
I can't say
Parsons.
Micah.
Go say
Cannot say
Parsons.
Parsons. Easy.
Michael
Okay.
Parsons.
Michael
Michael
Parsons.
Parsons.
Michael
or
Parsons
Chandler.
with another sack. That's the 4th one on Dak Prescott tonight.
It's not
Also,
happening.
next week, big video coming out. Every stadium to host an NFL game ever. Every
pretty cool.
stadium. This list of stadium. It's how many lists? How many is it? It's over 198 different stadiums have hosted NFL
pretty
games. I'm talking going all the way back to 1920.
Hey, Shane.
tonight's game.
Mhm.
We
Tonight's
will
game
be
is
on the
streaming.
lookout for that video 5. Perna, are you streaming this game tonight? What else do you have coming out?
Very
Yeah, I
cool
think I'm gonna
cartoon.
stream it, and then I just put up the Broncos video, so you can check that out, Broncos nerds.
That's
All
right.
right. Tree, anything else coming out other than this?
Well,
Quad try
I'm going to
stream?
be streaming the Steeler game on Sunday, week 1 at 1 o'clock against the New York Jets. Jets. Aaron Rodgers returns and hopefully
Be a fun
doesn't
game.
tear his other Achilles.
Yeah.
And I'm also working on a video on the impending MLB lockout in 2027.
This guy
All
is
right.
2 years ahead. He's playing 4D chess, everyone.
Well,
I'm
not just 4D chess. It's just there's a lot of elements that are going into play there.
Do you
that
know
are
what?
happening
If there's
now.
a lockout,
Thank you, Shane.
Melonheads is going to
Appreciate
take
you.
the front.
Oh,
we're
we're
gonna be
we're
front and center.
barnstorming, baby. We're barnstorming.
All
Yeah.
right, Tom.
I'm going to try to get out every NFL fan's reaction to the offseason before this stream. Of course, I'm streaming tonight, and we're streaming every primetime game once again, every Packers game, every play. But tomorrow night, Be here. We're going to make some history on YouTube. We're going to stream the Chargers Chiefs actually being able to show the whole fracking game. And it's also limited commercials. Tom, but I also found out that today, literally 24 hours before, that there are no super chats allowed tomorrow night.
Oh, dang. So you're actually going to lose money.
Yeah, probably.
I'll just set up a stream next to it, and you guys could send me the super chats, and I'll definitely give them to Tom later.
Yeah. Less commercials for Red Zone.
Yeah. You'll boop that kitty, baby. Tom, before we go, I just want to say I'm really proud of you, by the way.
I appreciate you, buddy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're going to dominate.
I am also streaming this Cowboys game. Come and watch the Cowboys do what no one thinks they could do. And we also will have an NFC East meeting. I know a lot of you have been asking. It will return, unfortunately.
It's going to be so good.
My goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode, Clickbait Sports. We will see you next Thursday.
Donate memberships. Okay.
I'm Tom.
Bye.
I am not Tom.
I'm 5.
Oh.
I'm 5 years old.
I'm Tom.
I'm 15.